Hi, my name is Karen E. Wells and welcome to Module 1 on this novel writing course. So we're now moving into looking at the video modules. By now you would have heard the introduction video and you will also been able to download the training manual that works alongside these video modules. Now currently at the time of filming there's an issue with the Udemy app, which means that it's not downloading PDFs if you're using a smartphone or a tablet. If there's any issues at all with you downloading the material, just drop us an email and we'll send that through to you. It's imperative that as you work through these video modules that you'll also have access to that training manual. So download it or print it off and work through it, because there's a lot more in the training manual than what I'm giving you in the video modules. So the two things combined are going to work as a very powerful course for you to unleash that inner writer within you. So Module 1 is all about ideas and plot development. Now it's quite common to know that every single day there's between 50 and 70,000 thoughts that run through your head, which is an incredible amount. If most of those are to do with ideas on a book, you've got to get them out of your head and onto your computer screen or onto a notepad. So let's look in this module now at ideas, plot development. This module is going to turn into slides and I will see you at the end of this module. Okay, so as we move into module 1, which is all about ideas and plot development, it's good to know that you have approximately 50 to 70,000 thoughts every day that flit in and out of your mind, and many are not recognized by the conscious mind. But with those many thoughts that once become tamed, it's easy to see how you could harness those thoughts and create them into wonderful ideas. So we're looking at cultivating the creative process, and this is essential to writing so that it can fuel the novel writing progress that you're wanting to do. It's important to recognize the strongest ideas, otherwise it's all too easy to just become distracted. So while you may have an abundance of ideas, they should all be given some consideration at some point, but you need to select the right storyline for your novel and settle down to do some serious writing. So creating a brand new idea and one with merit might not be the easiest of tasks, and nobody's saying that it is. But if you consider that novels are typically 50,000 words and over, so your chosen idea must have the staying power. You need to be able to extend it and add to it, developing the story and the characters that are inside of that, so that the novel becomes a seamless read. So some people find it difficult to narrow down the search for a storyline, whilst others struggle to conjure up the idea for a solid plot. It's useful to simply tune in to all that's around you, view that beautiful scenery, watch people bustling about in their everyday lives, or sit around and just absorb the vibe where you are. But it's important to remember that novels always have their roots firmly based in reality. So you can see why it makes sense to take that inspiration from local sources. Some novels will be less reality based, including of course fantasy, fairy stories and science fiction. So we're looking at using the benefits of the wording what if. So the way in that you would take a terminology of what if and how you might put that so it actually reads very well, and how you're drawing the client in. So an example might be Jackson and his wife Maria have been married for 5 years and have been desperately trying for a baby with no success. But what if Jackson had not told his wife that he'd had a vasectomy before meeting her? Or Maria suddenly announces that she's expecting twins. So within this module 1, we're looking at the concept of what is. So we might look at that now more closely, in that Maria announces she's expecting twins, but unbeknown to her, Jackson has a secret. He's had a vasectomy a year before meeting her and hasn't wanted to tell her that he couldn't have children. So Jackson now has that dilemma. He either says nothing or lives a lie, or he confronts Maria. But if you use the what if Maria leaves him? What if Jackson decides he cannot stay with Maria and that he's convinced that she's been unfaithful? What if Jackson's vasectomy has failed, so he's the actual father, but he has no idea? What if Maria miscarriages due to the stress? So by seeing and taking a simple storyline, it can be developed by taking that basic idea and adding what if. We're also looking at inspiration within this module. So we're expanding on that storyline and looking at some inspiration to do with that as well. We're also looking at your writer's mind. So those ideas can come thick and fast, and you'll need to mull over each idea, considering it in full before discarding or using it. And because it's so easy to forget those ideas, you try and get into the habit of making a note of them as you go. So we're looking at the writer's mind. Where are they going? Are they anticipating their arrival or dreading it? Do they harbour secrets? So we're looking for body language as well. This all tells the story when it comes to ideas and plot development. There's a whole lot more within this module as well, so please make sure that you are reading the training manual that comes along with this course. Okay, that brings together the end of Module 1. You'll see as you work through the training manual that there's a number of self-assessment tasks within the end of each module. So it's really important, and we really encourage you to work through those self-assessment tasks so that you're really understanding the learning from the training manual and the video modules before we move on to the next module. So once you've done those self-assessment tasks, I will see you on Module 2. Have a great day.